The Chicago Bulls are headed for an NBA first round playoff exit, unfortunately. That's right, this is the ParlayDoc. This is not an imposter. For those of you who follow me, you know I'm a huge Chicago Bulls fan. But unfortunately, reality has set in that my Bulls are limping into the playoffs and they're headed for a first round exit. And here's why. It's not as simple as defensive deficiencies. That's the low-hanging fruit that most breakdowns keep talking about. They have a lot more problems on all sides of the ball as they are limping into the playoffs, and let's break it down, okay? For those of you who've been following the Bulls since the offseason, you know there was a ton of excitement. We already had Vucevic. We signed Demar Derozan. We picked up Lonzo Ball. We picked up Alex Caruso, and the Bulls came out hot. They were to the talk of the town. They were causing a huge buzz. Unfortunately, like many other teams, the injury bug hit, and we lost several guys. We lost Lonzo. We lost Caruso. Caruso's finally back. Patrick Williams is finally back. Lonzo Ball may or may not get back in time for the playoffs, and even then, how long will it take to get back into peak form? Zach LaVine's knee, looking better actually, but maybe still not 100%. But the Bulls are just limping into the playoffs. If the playoffs were to start today, right now, the Bulls have the 6th seed, but I think with the 8 remaining games, they're going to slip a little bit, and I actually think the Raptors are going to catch up looking at the remaining schedule, and the Bulls will be in the 7th seed, likely playing one of these 4 teams. That's the Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics, or Philadelphia 76ers. So they're going to face one of those 4 in the first round, and I don't like our prospects. And again, here are the reasons why. If we look at the form that playoff teams are heading into the playoffs with, I would love to be like the Celtics. They are shaping into form, have become basically the top defense in the NBA. Their offense is starting to click. You want to be peaking at the right time. The Bulls are literally doing the opposite. If we take a look at the last 10 games and look at their stats as a team, the Bulls are 28th in scoring, in points per game at 105.2 points. They are under the freaking Orlando Magic and the Portland Trailblazers. We're literally scoring less than the Portland Trailblazers, a G League team, okay? When it comes to three-pointers made, we are 30th, dead last in the NBA. This is a three-point NBA league, okay? And we are dead last, making 9 threes a game. Terrible, okay? So we really miss Lonzo Ball's outside shooting. Zach hits maybe 2 or 3 a game. Maybe you get 1 from Kobe. Maybe you get 1 from Demar. Maybe 1 from Vucevic. But outside of that, I mean, not much. So we're dead last in three-pointers. We are dead last in rebounding. Now, this one's not as surprising because we knew size was an issue coming in, but we have not improved at all, even with the pickup of Tristan Thompson. So we are dead last in threes, dead last in rebounding, and 28th in assists. So we're not even playing team ball. We're playing a lot of isolation basketball, watching DeMar go to work, watching LaVine go to work, and that was working for most of the season. But come playoff time, don't you think teams that are actually good, and the Bulls' record versus good teams has been terrible this season, that are going to key in and basically double and trap DeMar, Zach, force everyone else to score? What's going to happen? Well, the proof is already there. What's happening is we're scoring 28th. That's the problem. So we're not even playing team basketball. So let's look at last night for an example. I actually originally had the Bulls pegged to win versus the Knicks. They blew the game late. DeMar dropped, I think it was 37, Zach with 27. So even when you have your top 2 studs playing pretty well, playing pretty good, they're dropping 64 points and you lose the game. So the game plan of just riding out Zach and DeMar is not working. Something's got to change. I just don't know if there's enough time left in the season to make enough changes to be, to change from being 28th in scoring, 30th in rebounding, 30th in threes, and 28th in assists in the last 10 games. Those metrics are terrible. We are limping into the playoffs. Obviously, look, man, I'm a Bulls fan. I am hoping for the best. I'm hoping that Zach and DeMar go crazy and they average 35 points apiece. Vucevic can get 20 points a game, 14 boards. Io gets 14 points. Kobe gets 14 points. Look, I'm a dreamer. I'm a hopeless dreamer. Let's hope the Bulls can do that. Otherwise, I'm afraid they're going to be a one and done, and hopefully they can retool in the offseason. What do you guys think? Am I being too much of a pessimist? Or are my stats and metrics that I'm seeing here telling us the truth that the Bulls, as exciting as they are going to be a one and done. Follow for more videos like this, ParlayDoc at OddsJam.com.